And boys, we are back here with another Madden video. Today, what I want to give you guys is my top 10 must-have players in Madden 25. Before we get into today's video, I do want to talk about our sponsor real quick, MMOEXP.com. If you guys want an alternative to buying packs, consider buying coins at MMOEXP and make sure to use code DILL at checkout for 5% off your order. And we're going to have 5 options on the offense side of the ball and 5 options on the defense side of the ball. So we're going to get it started right here at number 10. This isn't necessarily in order, but we're going to go kind of like reverse order. We're going to start off on defense right here. We're at strong safety, okay? For me, it's not going to be Justin Reed. That's really to make sure that you have your abilities right on defense, and these are going to be 2 pick artist players. I definitely think that's the way to go on defense for abilities. 2 pick artists, and then we'll talk about some other ability players as well, but that's why Justin Reed for 600K right now isn't going to make it, doesn't get that tier 2 bucket, which still great player, don't get me wrong, can't have abilities on everyone, but a card that I really like is Cameron Curl. Now, Cameron Curl with the upgrade token, the breakout badges, he's going to be 87 speed and 89 acceleration. There's a couple things that I really love on the card. First off, he is 6'2", has really nice height, but secondly, it's the balance of man and zone. And really this game right now, I would say the meta, in my opinion, is zone coverage, right? When it's a zone coverage meta, you don't necessarily need the craziest movement stats. So even though Justin Reed does have 2 speed, I like hitting the 90 man and I like hitting the 90 zone a ton. I definitely think you notice your zones playing a lot better when they hit that 90 level. Now, besides on Cameron Curl's card, he also does have play ball and air aggressive. And finally, my last selling point on Cameron Curl is the fact that he is a player that can be a pick artist player in your secondary. So yeah, that is why Cameron Curl is here for me. One of the defensive players we do have abilities on. And I also do want to give an honorable mention to Jair Brown. I was honestly between Jair Brown and Cameron Curl for this spot right here, but we're going to now go to free safety right here, where I'm going to have Damar Hamlin. Damar Hamlin, when we look at the free safety spot, man, it's Ed Reed, gap, Damar Hamlin, gap, all of these other safeties. So Damar Hamlin, in my opinion, is the best actual obtainable free safety in the game. And this card is 6 foot, 89 speed, 89 acceleration. He has 90 zone coverage as well. And you're going to notice that is going to be a theme today. We want players that hit that 90 zone level. And besides hitting 90 zone, he does have play ball and air balance. Now, this is a card that isn't going to be a pick artist player in the secondary. He is going to be someone that isn't going to have abilities for us. But again, for me, the reason why he's a must-have player is the fact that if we just look at free safety, right? Ed Reed is 7 million coins. I don't think he's worth that price. Then we get Damar Hamlin, that's around 600K, which still is expensive, but then we take a major drop off, and then we get like rookie premier Tyler Nubin, Holland, Sean T, Paul Krause. Now we're going to go to the corner position right here, where the obvious choice, right, is L'Jarius Sneed, which he is going to be the card we talk about right here. But every time I make a video like this, I'm going to start having an alternative option, because the big thing on L'Jarius Sneed is the fact that I don't think he's worth his price. Even though he is 90 speed, 90 zone, 87 man, he's 6'1". Like, he is objectively probably the best corner in the game. It's just for 2.5 mil, unless you're competing for an MCS belt or you're playing this game for money or you're playing it competitively at all, I don't think you should have a card that's worth 2.5 million coins in your binder, right? And even myself included, I would not pick up this card because I don't think he's worth it. But instead of that card, again, second best corner I'd say is Joey Porter Jr. And what you're going to see is way too expensive. The card that I actually want to talk about is Joshua Williams, because I just think he's great value. And also, if you can't afford Sneed, Josh Williams is 6'3", has 86 speed, 90 acceleration. This time he has 90 man, doesn't hit that 90 level of zone, but he is 86 zone, which is still good. Play ball and air aggressive, and this is another potential pick artist player in the secondary. So it would be Sneed right here if you could afford it. Just don't recommend that price. And now we're going to go to middle linebacker right here, and I just checked the list. We're actually going to have 11 players today, so one additional one at linebacker. I was between 2. Jerome Baker and Troy Anderson. I went Troy Anderson because I think this is probably the best user in the game if we just like don't include theme teams. And he is 6'4", 88 speed, 88 excel, 86 agility, 87 change of direction. If you go look at linebacker right now, it's pretty rare to have that balance of physical stats. So he can move, and also the height is crazy, man. He does have 86 zone as well. So even if you don't want to use this card, this is a great AI zone coverage player as well. And for his traits, play ball and air balance as well, I think this card is an absolute beast. And I wish he would have got the lurk artist ability. That's like the one thing he's lacking to give him crazy longevity. Now, a card I'm going to include on the list is going to be a defensive tackle. And it may surprise you. It's going to be 86 Mean Joe Green. Love this card right here. He has 81 speed, 84 acceleration, 87 power moves, 80 finesse moves, 85 block shed, 87 impact blocking, has the bull rush and the swim move on yes. But the biggest thing for me, the reason why he's good is, keep in mind, we have an additional ability point to spin. The AKA double or nothing X factor, I think is so good. That is why Mean Joe Green is even mentioned on this list. And we're going to have another option as well right here that is pretty similar. And it's going to be left in Mark Gastineau. I would say Mark Gastineau, in my opinion, we have the X factor on him. I think he is the best defensive tackle in the game. And I know he is a defensive end, but 6'5", 266, 85 speed, 88 excel, great finesse moves, great power moves, block shed, impact blocking, traits, bull rush, and swim move on yes. But again, the big thing for him is getting either the blitz or the double or nothing X factor. Like, if you have played up against Mark Gastineau or you use this card, this is someone that I just think absolutely wreaks havoc, man. He is a beast. So Mark Gastineau / Mean Joe Green, double or nothing for 1 AP on those cards. Elite. And those were 6 cards on the defense side of the ball. Now we're going to go to offense right here, where we're going to go to tight end. And in my opinion, the best one is Kyle Pitts. So not only does he get the Gridiron Guardian chem, he gets every single team chem. So this is a card on the best team in the game, likely going to be 91 speed, 90 acceleration, and he's 6'6", 246, hits all route running thresholds as well. So he is absolutely elite. Now there is an issue with the card, of course. If you did not play the ranked season, you didn't get up to the placement you needed for Kyle Pitts, you obviously don't have this card. Now, the alternative to Kyle Pitts is Dalton Kincaid, in my opinion. I think Dalton Kincaid still has a very good argument for being better than Pitts. And what's kind of crazy about that is he's 6'4", 240. That's a pretty big difference between him and Pitts. Pitts now doesn't get the quick juke animation like he did last year. They gave him an additional pound. So Dalton Kincaid's going to run routes like a receiver, while Kyle Pitts runs routes a little bit different. I know a lot of people complain about the way Kyle Pitts runs corners. I personally haven't really had an issue with Kyle Pitts. I think he's played amazing, but a lot of people love Dalton Kincaid, myself included. I think this card is a beast, and if he didn't get Pitts, I would rock Kincaid. All right, and now we're going to go to wide receiver right here. So wide receiver, I'm going to have 2 cards, and it's going to be the 2 90 speed players. We're going to have alternatives because DK Metcalf, right? 90 speed, 89 acceleration, beast from a core rating standpoint. He is 2.5 mil. Can I justify that price? It's literally what I said about L'Jarius Sneed, right? I wouldn't pay that. I do like the fact that they made him 6'4" this year. Last year he was 6'3", so I guess he grew an inch or something. I don't know. But hits 90 short, 90 medium, 89 deep route running, 90 beat press as well. And yeah, I think DK is a beast, and I'm not trying to take that away from him. It's just 2.5 mil is kind of crazy. And the card that, I mean, I could objectively have him here. 900K for Tyreek Hill. I don't hate it. And he is shorter, 5'10", 90 speed, 90 acceleration, hits 88 deep route running, but does hit 90 deep route running, doesn't hit 85 medium. But if you played up against this card, you know he's a problem. And like I said, I'm gonna have 2 other options for you because, again, like these cards are really, really expensive. One option is still gonna be expensive, but Jalen Waddle, I'm not trying to have Dolphins bias or anything, would be 89 speed, 89 acceleration with the breakout badges. And this card is going for around 600K compared to like the 800, 900K or 2.5 mil DK is. I think that's kind of substantially cheaper. He's 5'10", 182, and has great route running across the board, 89 short, 90 medium, 89 deep. And now the other replacement receiver too, this is going to be another Dolphin actually, but again, not trying to have Dolphins bias. It's going to be the Hispanic Heritage Month Braxton Berrios. And now this card is 5'9", 88 speed, 87 acceleration, 88 short running, 86 medium, 84 deep. I felt like he fits into a nice spot in the game where if you can't afford the top end options, this is a great option. And he is a beast as well, one of the best options for the Hispanic Heritage Month card. And now we're going to go ahead and go to running back right here, where again, I'm not trying to have Dolphins bias, but there's a reason why the Dolphins team is pretty meta in the game right now. And Devon A-Chain is going to be my running back. 5'9", 188. He does have 90 speed, 90 acceleration with the breakout badge. This is a card that also has a great juke, a great spin. I do think running got a lot better when A-Chain, Pacheco, and some of these better running backs came into the game. And also, if you aren't rocking our #1 ability, he is a card that can get the running back apprentice, this jukebox, the spin cycle. Like, we had a ton of Dolphins theme teamers on the list. And now we're going to end it off with quarterback right here, where I think you have some options. And I'm going to broadly group this together, and it's going to be a gunslinger quarterback. And Anthony Richardson and Justin Fields, I like the cards. For me, it's between Drew Brees, Will Levis, Kirk Cousins. The card that I'm going to have, I think this is the best quarterback in the game. It is going to be Michael Penix Jr. Yeah, free from the field pass right here. I think he's the best quarterback. Let me explain why. This card has 84 speed, 87 acceleration, 88 throw power, 85s for every single accuracy. He has the Josh Allen release, which I think is money. And the biggest thing is, again, the number one spot right here isn't necessarily a player specific item. It is a gunslinger quarterback. So yeah, and I think we are getting a Patrick Mahomes upgrade for this AKA drop. So Patrick Mahomes very well could fit right here too, but Michael Penix is going to be my option. And you may not like this card. You may like right-handed quarterbacks. I know some people just don't like left-handed quarterbacks. If you need a right-handed quarterback, I would say Will Levis. Right now, my quarterbacks are going Michael Penix, Will Levis, and then probably Drew Brees, Kirk Cousins, and then we get AR-15, then we get Justin Fields, like the crazy scramblers. But yeah, boys, those were my 10 must-have items in Madden 25 Ultimate Team. Let me know your guys' thoughts down below in the comments. Let me know what you agree with, what you disagree with. And let me know if you guys did like the fact that I included some like cheaper options, actually obtainable items. Because again, objectively speaking, like cards like DK Metcalf or L'Jarius Sneed, they are the best at their position. I would say not worth their price. So let me know if you guys like the alternatives to those. And yeah, boys, if you guys did enjoy this video, you enjoy content like this, want to stay updated with everything that's the best here in Madden 25, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. If you guys do want to go ahead and see me use some of these cards live on stream, I've been streaming here on both YouTube and Twitch. To watch on the YouTube, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, hit that noti bell as well. You'll be notified every time I upload or go live here. Or if you guys want to watch on the Twitch, check the links in the description, hit that Twitch with a follow. But if you guys do want another video to watch, check out this one right here.